There you go. Here with Carson Jones, 2014 shortstop commitment.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about the recruiting process for you. What are some of the schools you looked at, and how'd you come to decide on Appalachian State?
Western Carolina was the first school that I got serious with and was looking at, and my goal was always to go to an in-state public school because financially that's what's best for the family, and that way I would be close to home, and because I really like being home and stuff, and real close to my family, and so when I didn't feel like Western was the place for me, but I kept playing ball, and then it worked out to where we were playing here a Saturday last spring of my junior season, and we were playing against Watauga, and their shortstop pitcher Ryder Jones is the son of Coach Jones at Appalachian State. And when I had a pretty good game, and so he asked me when he was at second base if I was committed yet, and I was like, no, I'm not. And I knew, of course, he was going to Stanford, so we had a conversation about that, and he asked me if I would ever be interested at App, and I was like, yeah. I was like, they've never really looked at me, and he said, well, I'm going to tell my dad about you, and I said, okay. And so I went home, told my parents, and we were like, oh, that'd be cool, but we didn't really think anything of it. And then Monday morning, I walked into our coach's office, and he got a phone call from Coach Jones, and I went on a visit that next weekend, and so that kind of hit it off with the initial relationship with the coaches, and so they started following me more and more, and then after the season, we had an early exit in the playoffs, which wasn't what we wanted to do, but we had our first weekend of showcase baseball, I played up in Boone that weekend, and so after that weekend, I had a pretty good weekend. After that weekend, I committed to App because I went up there a couple times throughout the season and met with Coach Jones, had a couple visits, watched some games. I really liked what he does with the program, about how he treats the players and how he's got an open door policy, and everybody at App loves playing there, and Boone's just an awesome place.
I guess you've been up to a couple of games. What do you like about the atmosphere, baseball-wise and football-wise?
The atmosphere, you can't really beat it. It's such like a college town. I love the mountains, and it's like everything is secluded, like surrounded by mountains, and and people really come out and support it, and it's all about App up there, and so there's a big fan base, and the baseball games, of course, it's going to be a little chilly, but it's college baseball, and the football games, you feel like you're at a big time place, and that's where everybody wants to be at.
And tell us a little bit about yourself as a player. When coaches and schools come to recruit you, what are some of the things that they like about you?
They like my best position is the batter's box, and and that's what I've been told is how I can hit all sorts of pitching, and my favorite thing to do is hit a fastball. That's the easiest. That's what I'm best at, and that's what has attracted a bunch of people. I can hit a fastball, and I'd say that's probably my strongest thing about my baseball game.
And tell us a little bit about yourself defensively. What are your strengths at short, and are you a versatile guy who can move around to some places?
I play shortstop here for high school, and then on showcases I play anywhere from third, second, or short, and I'm pretty versatile. I like that because that doesn't set me for one position and one position only. And with my arm, I can play all three. And so I gotta keep working on making my arm stronger and being faster and more quick and stuff. And so I think that's gonna open up more alleys.
Right. And what are some of your goals for this high school season? What are some things you want to improve on and that sort of thing?
I want to improve on being the senior leader this year, and helping us not only strive to win conference championships, but go on in the state playoffs. And I'd like to be able to work on the off speed, because I'm going to get a lot of off speed this year, and it's known that I can hit a fastball, so I'll get lots of off speed and be able to hit that backside. That would be a big step in my game for me.